Hi guys, it is Friday the 24th of August, and you probably can't remember who I am. It's been a while, I know that, I'm sorry about that. The reasons I haven't been making videos, well, I'll get that in a moment. First, a little bit of self-punishment. And second, I'm wearing underwear on my head now. This does not negate the fact that I am owed two punishments still. One for a video I missed a while back, and then one for a video that I missed not last Friday, but the Friday before that. I know I didn't have a video up last Friday, but I had a valid reason in that I was in Cyprus and didn't have an internet connection or anything like that. So I'm owed two punishments, and the reason that I missed the second video was because I had a little thing called Olympic fever. I just couldn't stop watching the Olympics. They were on, and I just could not stop watching them. I mean, whether it was the cycling or the athletics or the swimming, I just couldn't stop. Once I got started, I just couldn't stop watching them. Especially as it got to the past few days, I was just like, will we win? Will we win? Hope we win. Hope we win. Even the boxing and the taekwondo and stuff, things I wouldn't normally watch, I was watching because I was just, there's someone English, British in this. But I have recently came back from my holidays. You probably can't tell on, that's not fair. On the video I look really pale, but I've actually got a really nice tan. Yeah, so I went to Cyprus for a week, which was really nice. It was really warm, and I read 7 books whilst I was there, which is good. One of them being the answer to Craig's challenge. So I will go get that book. I love chairs with wheels on. They're so much fun. But yeah, the book that I wouldn't normally read that I read was Stephen King's Misery. Brilliant book. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it really isn't my cup of tea. I wouldn't normally touch horror books. I mean, the closest I normally get to a horror books are like Darren Shan books, which is these. That's the closest I normally get to horror, and that's teen horror. It's teen horror. The horror isn't really that great. It's I meant to do that, but yeah, the horror isn't really that horrific. Whereas in this, there wasn't many moments of like that the gruesome horror that he's famous for, but when it got there, it was very gruesome and kind of. I'm glad I didn't read it late at night. I'm glad I read it during the day by the pool, because if I'd read it late at night, I wouldn't have been able to sleep. Great book. I would recommend it to anyone, and I'm gonna lend it to a couple of people. But then I think I'm just gonna leave it in the middle of Newcastle. So if anyone watching this is in Newcastle and would like this book, I'll post when I'm gonna leave it in Newcastle and where, and then you can go and get it. And I'll leave you a nice note. And if you are the one who gets this book, leave a comment down below. Let me know you've got it. Still haven't read it. I still haven't read the new Atmos Fowl. I need to buy that. Really need to buy that. But it's expensive. I don't have any money. Society. Yeah. I really want to read it. I mean, it's the last one, and yes, Atlantis Complex wasn't really all that great. I mean, it was good. It was a good book, but when you compare it to like things like Time Paradox and Lost Colony, it was a bit of a. It had been building up, and thunk. Like, especially at the end of Time Paradox, you're left with Oba there, evil and back, and then Atlantis Complex. It ignores that plotline almost, which is a bit annoying and stuff. But I'm not the only one who's been missing, however, am I? I'm not the only one who's been missing. No. Colleen still hasn't come back. Where, does anyone know where Colleen is? Anybody at all? Because it would be great to know. Colleen, if you're watching this, please let us know that you're alive at least. I will see Colleen tomorrow, hopefully, if you're back. If not, Elizabeth, I'll see you on Sunday. Guys, comment punishments down below. Bye. Why, hello dear. How are you? Rasta James. Yeah, this is kinda racist, but it's a little bit funny. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is a really bad Jamaican accent.